What's up, guys? We are back with another one, guys. This is day 38, and we're posting every day until we see some monetization. I don't know what every day is going to look like, but you guys will see every day from here on out. This is day 38. We started off with 30 days of posting daily until that ended, and then we kind of were just like, okay, we're going to post daily until and no rhyme or reason really, posting everything out of my life, just to show you guys how I hustle and everything to kind of get the money that I get, and also to just give you guys a little glimpse into the life of a server. I also do a lot of DoorDash and things of that sort. However, guys, these are all just means to an end. I do not want to DoorDash. I do not want to serve. These are things that I don't necessarily mind doing because, excuse me, sorry about that. These are just things I don't mind doing because they're all a means to an end. And I just have a hustler spirit, and that's all I know how to do right now. I definitely did have a few more hustles when I was in Michigan. Those of you that have been following for a while know that already. And this is just for the people that are newly touching in. And you might be like, who is this guy? What is he about? And why I should tune in. This is just a recap of all that. So I am from Michigan. I just recently moved to Dallas about a year and a half ago. It was a year in October of 2024. And yeah, guys, I've always had a dream of being I guess a YouTube creator, influencer, whatever the case you want to explain it as. And I've always wanted to kind of help people, and that's just been my niche, I guess, throughout my life. Just wanting to help people that, may be misunderstood. I grew up misunderstood, very misunderstood, and I always felt like I was that glue to kind of branch those things together. Just because I search for understanding in people, they might think that they're misunderstood, but I think that I have a gift to look past those things and understand those things, because sometimes you have to search for understanding. You can't just be presented with facts and be made to understand, if that makes any sense to you guys. You have to search for the understanding. I also think that sometimes you have to search to be that student, because everybody does kind of teach and present their I guess facts and logic differently, right? So if you're like kind of black and white type of analytic individual, some things you'll miss. Some things will continue and remain to be misunderstood because your teacher is teaching a certain way, or the person presenting the facts are presenting them a certain way. You have to be kind of malleable, so to speak, so that you are able to digest the information differently in multiple different ways, so that when you're looking to understand, you can search, or you can understand from multiple different applications of what some would consider the truth or facts or whatever the case may be. I hope that that made sense to you guys in an ADHD way. nevertheless, guys, uh, those are some of the things that I just kind of loosely would explain to you all of why I always kind of wanted to be on YouTube, be a part of this community, and help motivate you guys, steer you guys in the right direction. Also steer myself in the right direction. Yeah, I'm just that type of individual. Something that I can't get away from, something that I don't want to get away from, something that I love doing. And I feel like those things make me whole as a person. Just bringing people together, and being an empathetic, sympathetic, real individual that most people aren't really used to. Yeah. So guys, that's what I'm about. And I'm here for it. So, with that being said, guys, I started this channel just by watching people that were saying that YouTube is in easy mode. YouTube algorithm is pushing small creators or new creators or creators that haven't developed to their potential. And I'm like, hey, I'm kind of a little bit of all those things, you know? I kind of started my channel years ago, under one of my other channels, and I didn't know where to go from there, guys. I just started a channel and posted a couple random videos. One was like me driving through Pittsburgh, and it wasn't a great video. It was just no commentary, no voice, no nothing, just me driving through Pittsburgh. And another one was a video of my nephew trying to wash the car. He was a toddler. You know, now he's a lot older and greater. But yeah, he was trying to wash the car. He's a very ambitious child, as we would say. And I'm sorry about the Birdman rub here, guys, but you know, feels good to rub your hands together, especially in the wintertime when you get a little oil going on your hands. But yeah, guys, so YouTube has been sending things through everybody's feed. I'm sure everybody's got a little something on their feed nowadays. And yeah, that was motivating. You know, I watched a couple different creators that were just saying like, hey, get out and do it. So I said to myself like, hey, Yapo, what's the worst that can happen? And one thing that I don't want to do is, in this stage of my life, have a lot of what ifs to look back at. And that was one of the reasons why I actually came to Texas, because, you know, a lot of my friends and family were looking at me like, what are you doing, man? Like, they weren't necessarily thinking it, but they'll make like little comments like, are you sure, type comments, like, oh really, type comments. And those kind of just equate to like, what are you doing? I don't agree with that. Are you sure you want to do that? Like, it's not the perfect storm. Are you wanting to? And the answer was just always yes, guys. The answer was always yes. And I just felt drawn to my fate, my destiny. You know, I feel like my future self was telling me like, hey, jump. Typically I'm a type of person that needs to be pushed out the nest, you know. And in that situation, I was kind of just like going with the flow. Like, why not? Why not? And also, the what ifs were just staring me in the face. Like, what if you don't do this? Or just those what ifs that you'd have to look back at in the future. Your future self is telling you like, hey, like, you don't want another what if to look back at. You got a whole book, you know, that you could write about all the what ifs on this day you had done XYZ. Or what if this year you had done what or XYZ? Or what if you had just been courageous enough at this point to do XYZ? You get where I'm going, people? Get where I'm going, right? So it's like at certain parts in your life, you're presented with options, right? You're presented with choices, rather. And these choices hold a whole host of options. Beyond that moment, if you don't seize the day, i.e., the moment, right, and make a choice of one of those options, those moments have escaped us. They're gone for eternity because it's unique to that time, that moment, and those options where those choices reside. So, there we are, our what ifs. What ifs. Table full of what ifs. Choices. Options. Once they're gone, kaput. Kaput. They don't exist anymore. They'll never exist again. So, me, right now, I am in Texas, Dallas, Texas. I'm 40. I'll never be 40 again. I'll never be 40 on this day again. And this day is one of those situations on the table where you're looking at what if today, in this moment, on this day, counting these options, looking at these options that I'm presented with, if I don't do XYZ today, only today, in this moment, in this hour, what will happen? I can't. It's just hard to look back at those things anymore. It's really difficult. Life is amazing. Life is a bunch of twists and turns, guys, that we'll never truly really understand. But I do understand loss. I do understand, I guess that like the best way I can describe it is that girl that got away type thing, right? Now we can all relate to this, probably, hopefully. You seen that one girl and you're thinking to myself like, man, she's beautiful. Ladies, y'all in it too. You in it too, ladies. I don't want y'all crashing out and talking to the guy that you see at the coffee machine just because, just because. You do kind of have to think these things through. But in those moments, in those situations, there are choices, options, yada, yada, yada. Okay? What ifs? So, girl that got away, right? The guy that got away. What if you never talk to that person? What if you never clearly express your feelings towards that person? Right? Now, do you guys have any of those situations that exist right now where maybe that person's with someone else, or maybe they lost that job, or maybe they moved on to another job, or maybe they're just not in your proximity for one reason or another, and you will never ever get another chance again, right? That's a what if moment. Perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. It is what it is. And I'm not saying you should just crash out over any of these moments and just count to 3 and jump, which is another one of my mottos. Another thing that I kind of implement into my life at one time or another, depending on what type of subject matter it is. The 1, 2, 3 jump theory. Touch into it real quick. 1, 2, 3 jump. Maybe you're having a hard time getting out the bed, right? That's why I implement this all the time. You're having a hard time getting out the bed in the morning, right? Count to 3, then say jump. And when you say jump, get up. It will change your life, y'all. Change your life. Just a little nugget, little sprinkle, guys. 1, 2, 3, jump. You can use that for those decisions that are just kind of you're procrastinating over. Nothing too drastic at first, you know what I'm saying? You have to pace yourself. You can't just be like 1, 2, 3, jump. Hey boss, I love you. Right? You can't be like 1, 2, 3, jump. Hey, I just bought a Bordeaux Mastiff, you know, or a Saint Bernard. You just can't do it like that. But you definitely can implement that on smaller levels at first until you have some self-control. But guys, like I said, this is why I started this channel, because it was a certain situation in time where it's just like, what if I don't do it right now? What if while I'm motivated, I don't do this? I can't do that anymore. Life is short. Life is speeding past. I'm only going to be this person 40, you know, on this specific day, on day 38. What if I don't make this video? What if I'm not consistent? What if the things that I'm preaching and instructing you guys and talking about, I don't do? I'm not going to do that. I owe it to my future self. You owe it to your future selves, guys. You have to uphold the promises you made to your future self. Because if you don't, guys, it'll just slip away. You won't ever trust yourself. Your future self can't trust your present self. Your future self will think that your current self is a flake. I've been a flake before. But in 2025, I was asked, what is my New Year's resolution? And at first I didn't have one. But then I said, you know what? My New Year's resolution is be about the ish that I talk about. Simply put, be about what I talk about. Be about it. Just don't talk about it. Be about it. Just do it. Just be it. And I'm trying to live that motto and keep it positive and keep the vibes high. And yeah, make that just my mantra going into 2025 and throughout the rest of my life. You know, that's a what if moment. What if I don't take the opportunities now to curate myself into the person that I want to be? And what if I end up at the end of my life without taking time to self-reflect and grow myself properly, adequately, thoroughly? A lot of deep introspective thinking involved in this YouTube channel. On the surface, you might think like, hey, he's just like plunged into a YouTube channel because he want to be, you know, this type of personality. He want to, you know, get monetized, make money, all that stuff. Like, all of that stuff would be great. But I want to devote time to myself. I would like to make money being myself, doing the things that I love to do. And what I love to do is to lend that helping hand, be that helpful type of individual. And that's all realms. Whether it be money, whether it be, you know, by means of charity is what I really mean, you know, which can be money, can be just, you know, giving a hug to a friend that's, you know, hurting. Might be giving a hug to a stranger that's hurting. It might be, you know, giving those wise words of encouragement. It might be telling somebody, hey, don't let your what ifs go past you, because we could all write a book. That's the main purpose of this channel, you know. Everything else is subsidiary. You know, everything else is a secondary effect. The monetary aspects of it, uh, all that. But while they were talking about, hey, you can get monetized in 30 days and everything like that, that put a battery pack in my back. That raised the vibrations through the ceiling. So I want to let all y'all know that, hey, I totally agree. It may not happen, it didn't happen in 30 days, guys, but I was shown so many things. Like, I grew so much, I believe, in the last 30 days just as a person, just sitting here in front of this camera. And I was quite a bit nervous in the first video. I didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do. And I'm still that person. I'm not as nervous anymore, you know. I've definitely kind of become more acclimated to the situation, but I definitely still have the same uh lostness, as you will. The same, not even lost, guys. It's more of like a willingness to not know. I still have that willingness not know. Like, I'm cool with that. I don't need to know. I don't need to have an answer of what I'm doing here. Irrelevant. I just know that I'm here for it. And I'm here for just discovering what I am and am supposed to be whenever I'm supposed to be it. I hope I'm not losing y'all. I know and that's not to sound condescending whatsoever. It's because I know that I sound super confusing at some points, and if you're not hanging on every word, sometimes you might not understand what I'm trying to say, but I know what I'm saying. So guys, yeah, that's the overall perspective of it all. I love people. You know, at a certain point in my life, I thought that I hated people. I really did. I thought I hated people. And I came to realize that I don't hate people. I dislike certain people. I dislike what certain people's do. I dislike what certain people, how they perceive me or the situations. But I had to let them be where they are. I have another saying, it's, you know, I'm not going to leave you alone, but I'm going to leave you where you at. I'm not going to leave you alone, but I'm going to leave you where you at. Meaning that if mentally, monetarily, geographically, XYZ, etc., you are stagnated or stuck in a mold or in a trench, I can't change that, right? You can't change that. So I'm going to have to, with love, leave you where you were at, monetarily, geographically, and whatever, mentally, whatever place you're at, I'm going to have to leave you there because I intend on growing on all those platforms. So, you know, just trying to sum it up for you guys, you know. This is just me. I haven't changed. I'm still out here trying to hustle and everything to get some dollars up so that I can be cushioned as I move and find other apartments, because like I said, some of these apartments aren't exactly what I'm looking for, so I might have to up the price range a little bit to kind of get where I want to go. And you know, that, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna be okay. I'll figure it out, you know. But yeah, I am looking for specific things, as we all should. And hopefully in God's will, they'll come to fruition. But yeah, guys, let's not try to build a stick the deck with what ifs, because Lord knows they hurt looking back at. You'll never get to change them. It's that girl that got away, that moment that got away, that job that got away. What if I would apply it to this job? Some of those situations you got to 1, 2, 3 jump it, get out the window, get out the way. At least you found out. You don't have you don't have to have a what if to look back at. You found out. Now you got the answer. It was a no. It was a hard no. She don't like you. She don't like you. The job isn't for you. The boss thinks that they should go a different route. Excuse me. XYZ, guys. So many different applications to that whole scenario. But that's why I'm here. That's why I made my YouTube channel, because not in 2025. I tell people like, hey, stop looking back at what ifs. What would I be if I had this what if to look back at? You guys wouldn't be looking at me right now in this car with this light that keeps going off and the front facing camera that may or may not work, that I've had to flip around to the back camera. So guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Pursue your dreams, guys. If you're a small YouTube creator, get out there, turn the camera on. Don't worry about being nervous. Don't worry about being scared, guys. Just turn the camera around. Get to it. Show me. Show you. Show your future self. Your future self is, I have this visualization of my future self just looking at me like this, like, come on. Got you. You got this. So just think of that, guys. Your future self encouraging your present self to make those choices in their lives and not have what ifs to look back at, because with every what if that passes you by, that story changes for your future self. Think about that, guys. So get out there, get monetized on YouTube, guys. I will be here every day without fail. This is day 38, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Start with day one. And once you decide, just keep going. Stay consistent, guys. It's not that hard to talk in front of a camera. It's not that hard to keep that light going. This ain't rocket science. This ain't surgery. We're not birthing babies here. We're just sitting in front of a camera and voicing our opinion, sharing our light with the world. People that definitely out there feel the same way that you feel. I don't care if it's 10, 12 people. There's people, so many billions of people on this planet. Someone else feels the exact same way you feel. Guaranteed 100%. You are not misunderstood. You will not be misunderstood. You will not be unheard. You will not be unrelatable. You won't be. So guys, start those channels. So all we need is 1,000 subscribers. That's all. It's only 1,000 subscribers out of billions of people out there. And that's all we need is 4,000 watched hours, guys. Only 4,000 out of all the hours of YouTube we each consume on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Me, I put YouTube on in my ear. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have the ads or anything like that. I can turn the screen off while I'm listening. I have YouTube going on in my ear while I'm at the gym, or if I'm walking down the street. I don't have to have my screen on. A lot of you guys have YouTube Premium where you had this feature. So, I just say that to say, guys, get out there and get it. Do what you got to do. Don't have any what ifs to look back at. And that's the criteria to get YouTube monetized, because I do want some financial freedom, guys. You all do. We all do. We all deserve it. We don't want to work these jobs. We don't want to give all of our energy and our efforts to someone else's dream. Love them and everything. They're cool people. But this is our dream. This is our creation. So Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Share this bad boy. And if you feel froggy, hop on over to that notification bell. I will be dropping a new video every day until we get monetized. So peace, love, and I'll holler back at you guys tomorrow for day 39. All right, love y'all.